At 12, one of the incredible performers there. Propain is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. In the building. Propain, for those that don't, let's imagine nobody knows who Propain is. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Who is Propain? Explain that to the novice, the person that may be new to the city that doesn't know who this H-Town hip hop star is.
Man, appreciate the stuff. But nah, I'm a Houston rapper. Been kind of at it for like a few years now, but I think to distinguish myself from any of the other artists in Houston, I more so try to like stay in the lane of the traditional hip hop and try to keep the original culture of Houston as well as bringing it to like the new sound or whatever. So it's kind of like I'm in a boat by myself, but the music is always thought provoking. I try to push it to the next level as far as real instruments and just trying not to do the norm. I'm always trying to push the envelope of what I'm doing.
Do you feel alone? What you just said sounded real lonely. Because you're going in your own direction, and it's a little, I'm not saying it's not the standard.
Right.
Definitely, you represent Houston to the fullest, but the style is a little more wordplay, verbal.
You're right. It is.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say I'm alone, but it's rare in Houston. So. But I don't think I'm alone. I think it's a
But you work with everybody. But you work with songs. Yeah. You did something with Rich Homie.
Everybody.
You work with
most definitely. I always, because it's just the culture in itself. Like, and I always want to be involved in the culture and everything that's going on. And I still got a love for music, regardless of the type of music that I'm doing. But like you said, like it's not too many people that kind of in my lane. So yeah.
Who's like name like one or two of your major rap heroes?
Oh man, Nas and Jay-Z.
That's who inspired you?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
A lot of people talked a lot of crap. Not a lot of crap, but a lot of people. There was some people that didn't like the Jay-Z album.
Man, I love it.
Did you?
And I haven't really liked Jay-Z projects of late. Like the last few he put out, I really didn't feel like they was that good. I really felt like he kind of went back to the origin of what you know what I'm saying, what made him. And he got personal. He don't never really get too personal. I actually love his album. I just like the production. He used No ID on the entire album, and I think that was dope. Like.
And now, is that your way when you go in the recording studio? How much of your life are you willing to share? Because this guy was talking about he had threesomes, almost lost his wife. I don't know how true that part was, but when he said that, like, damn, son. How honest are you willing to be on Propain tracks?
Nah,
because a lot of times I hear you're a spitter to me.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you got almost like a battle MC. So when you hear stuff like that a lot of times, and I'm not saying you dumb it down. Sometimes you have done songs where you pull back a lot.
Most definitely.
But a lot of times to me you kind of like come across as a battle MC. But how much of yourself are you willing to leave on the track?
Man, honestly, like I take it there any chance I get. I like to take it there because for one, it's therapeutic, and two, that's kind of how you get in tune with your fans, and like that's the difference from the people who like a song and they like the artist. You know what I'm saying? So I've always talked about, you know what I'm saying, whether it be my dad being absent or even a situation where a girl would play me over or something. I always talk about that because it's somebody who went through the exact same thing you went through, and then they gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you always experience, as an artist, and being here at H-Town, you've experienced the highs and lows of being in this industry.
Yeah, most definitely.
How has that played in the psyche of Propain? Because you've had records where you crazy hot,
right?
And you're right there, and do you feel like have you arrived yet, or you're still on your mission to arrive? You know what I'm saying?
That's weird, like, because, and I tell people this all the time, like, when people tell me, oh man, you doing this, and I always feel like it ain't started yet for me yet, or at least in my head, I haven't got to that point where I feel like I can say like, all right, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird, man, and like I still feel like every project I put out, every single I put out, I always feel like, all right, this the moment, or this is gonna be. So it always feel like I'm still at the finish line. I mean the start line, and I haven't even started the race yet. You know
so what do you think it is? Because like I said, you've had extreme highs and then that low. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you think can get Propain to stay on its high? Because I know you got to some points where you're like, okay, this is happening.
Yeah. I think over
or what slowed it down? Maybe is the better question.
To be honest with you, man, I try to. That's like Chinese arithmetic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and over the years and just maturing, and growing in this game, and I really just feel like, man, it's just due process. Like, this is just part of the story. Like, like it's no blueprint of, well, that I need to do this and do this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when it's all said and done, when the story is told, like, this was had to go. This what had to happen to get me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I man, you break my brain trying to figure out what was the reason that this happened and this happened. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like the main focus is to keep going. You can't win the race if you quit running. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stand with it.
Do you sit with your team and y'all plot a plan? Like, what's the course now for Propain?
Yeah, most definitely. We most definitely, man. I mean, a lot of times what I try to do is I try to come with something different every single time. Like, aside from what I've already did, all right, what can we do that's going to push it to the next level? You know what I'm saying? This time, man, do this. We did Texas tours. We did, you know what I'm saying? This and this. I went to LA and worked out there for months. And it's just, but I feel like everything is building. It's building every time that I do something new. It's a bigger audience watching, or it's a bigger audience listening, or, you know what I'm saying? It's more people, more receptive. So I just feel like I'm taking a different road, but the road that I'm taking is like the more fans that I'm grabbing, I'm keeping them, and we building. Like, ain't too many artists in Houston that no single out, no album out, they can't go do a Texas tour. You know what I'm saying? And still pack it out and have fans that's gonna be there singing word for word. I don't know too many. I mean, Zero and a couple more of the legends, but not none of those young dudes though. So, I mean, so some people, sometimes I think it ain't working, and then sometimes I sit back and be like, I could be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about, I'm glad you mentioned that there's the young heads and the old heads. How do you feel? Because it seems like lately there's been this, I don't know, division between the old, you know, the OGs of hip hop and then the young guys coming out. What's your, do you feel like they're attacking you young guys, or do you feel like I ain't even a part of that fray? When they talking about this guy and this guy, I ain't even a part of that discussion.
Well, see, I'm kind of removed from that because I always been the one that, since I came in, I mean, I was just lucky to have like the Slims and the Kikis, and they just took a liking to me, Bum B's and all that. And then also the newer people that come in, your Sauce Walkers and the Sauce Twins and all the Dice Sohos and everybody, them also people that took a liking to me too. So I kind of like, I'm in the middle. Like, I don't really get into none of that. You know, any one of them I call if I need something, they got me. So I'm rocking with everybody.
What you working on now, bro?
Man, I got a new album coming out in a couple weeks called 7 Day Theory. It was actually supposed to come out on the 7th of August, but it's kind of gained a lot of notoriety. So I got a couple meetings that I got to go to in New York to see if we're going to, you know what I'm saying, get something
put it out
a little better. You know, but initially, it was called 7 Day Theory, and it's crazy story I'm telling you. Y'all like the first people ever told us. The album is called 7. So I've been working on a previous album called Dear Cuomo for like the last 8-9 months. And I mean, I really wasn't feeling, you know what I'm saying, the songs like that. Like, I'm real picky. And so just been going through a lot, man. And as far as like music, because like when I get dived into music, it's like, it take everything I got. So I had kind of got depressed, just wasn't liking the songs or whatever. So, man, this is crazy. The 7th of July, no lie, 7th of July, I don't know if it's a dream or if I'm daydreaming. Well, I feel like, man, a voice was talking to me. And I don't know if it was the devil or what, but he was like, man, like, man, you got like 7 days, man. You don't get nothing right in 7 days, man. You might as well just come over this side. You know what I'm saying? And I swear. So I woke up. Wow. And I'm like, man, and I just kept thinking, like, was I tripping or what? So, and I just keep thinking 7 days, man. So it's the 7th of July when this happened. So, all right. And I'm just telling myself, man, I don't know what that means, but man, I gotta finish this project. Whatever's gonna happen. So I get with DJ XO. Y'all know DJ XO. Whatever. We started working, man, and one day we knocked out like 2 records, and they was crazy. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what, but I think I got 7 days, man, to get this right, or something bad about to happen to me. So we ended up working. In 7 days, we finished the whole project, and from there, like the number 7 just kept coming. Like, I'm like, man, I'm gonna drop it on the 7. This is my 7th mixtape I ever put out. Like, I'm telling XO this is 7 o'clock when I'm telling her, and I'm like, man, bro, I'm like, this is crazy, man. It just, stuff just kept happening. I'm like, bro, this is like a sign, bro. So I'm like, man, we already got 7 songs in. Don't touch it no more. We're going to put our 7 songs. We're going to call it 7. I'm going to run up the whole 7 thing. And that's where the whole 7 come from, and the 7 Day Theory. And I know every rapper say this, man, but I really feel like this is the best music I ever did. You know what I'm saying? I'm overly confident about what we done did. It's way different from anything I ever did. It's pushing the envelope.
Why is that? Why do you think you pushed the envelope? Was it some fear after some demonic force talked to you?
Well, no, I don't think it was no fear. For one, this is my first time me and DJ XO like working cause he a dope producer, but I've never like sat with him and I've never worked with one producer period, like the entire project.
So he did all the tracks.
Yeah, and then he just bought a new life. You know, he younger in the game, so the game ain't like took the life out of him a little bit, yeah. So he jumping up and down. Man, this is. So I'm like, man, I ain't really been around this type of energy in a long time. So it kind of just meshed together, man, and the stuff we came up with just was kind of crazy. So, like, I was like, bro, we putting it out on the 7th. And ain't gonna stop it. We putting it out on the 7th. But upon people calling me once I announced it, I got some calls, and it just kind of, I got a lot of love from just even putting it out there that I was about to put it out there. And so some people calling me up, want to have some meetings, they want to hear the music. So,
okay.
I mean, it may not come on the 7th now, but just know it was done in 7 days. And, yeah. You know,
why'd you work with EXO in the first place? Like, who told you, like, because like you said, here's a new cat. A lot of dudes like to go, you know, where they safe at. Even like if you look at the Jay-Z we just talking about, he went with ID, who been there almost from day one. Not exactly, but almost from day one. He went to a go-to guy. Yeah. You could have went to a go-to guy, but you went with some new, fresh energy.
Man, I actually been on EXO. You know what I'm saying? I've actually did songs for him, did work with him. He's been on previous mixtapes, but I just never really sat with him. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even know he was that talented to make like, quote unquote, my type of music. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was a dope producer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that dude can do anything. You know what I'm saying? He really underrated, and I know like for a fact when this project come out, like a lot gonna change for him because he's showing a whole different range like of what he can do, and surprised me. You know what I'm saying? So like it's. Is
this all you, this album, or did you bring some guest mix? So you just
I got a couple features. I got a couple. Well, I don't. To be honest with you, some of the songs that I previously had, like I had dope records already with artists that I'm like me. Every time we continue working, and we got more songs, and I got songs with, of course, the Zeros and the Slims and Sauce Walkers, and but these 7 songs that we did that I'm in love with, I really don't. It's nobody on there, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
If you know it's dope, you should go with how you feel.
So I may just throw them other songs out as bonuses because, like, I love them. You know what I'm saying? I got a song with Zero that's crazy about it, so I may just throw those records out. But for the most part, yeah, he did all 7, and it's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Propain, I hope you get this deal, man. Sound like it's a big deal, bro, man.
Deal or not, you know what I'm saying? Deal or not,
it's coming out anyway.
I just, you know what I'm saying? I just want the maximum exposure for the music, man. I want to continue making music for my city that we feel like it's not just for this region, but we need music that can stand next to the J. Cole's and the Kendrick Lamar's and all them. You know what I'm saying? That's always been the goal, just to make national sounding music, and so we won't get labeled or people feel like, oh, they can't spit down this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
don't put you in no box.
Most definitely.
All right, Propain is gonna be at the Dub Car Show this week, and by the way, folks, make sure you get there early. Doors are open at 11. Show starts at 12. You can still get tickets now. All you got to do is text Dub Show to 24042 for the direct link, and you are there. Propain will be in the building. It's going to be a great show. What else we need to know that we don't know? Tell them how they can follow you, too.
Man, all my social media handles is Propain713, Propain 713. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook. The website is gotpropain.com, GOTPROPAIN.com, online store. Of course, that's been kind of my main focus the last few years. The storage has been doing amazing. So we're running with that. The Silver Trio brand, that's the label, that's the clothing line. Just look for the new music, man. New single on the way. We hoping we can push the envelope with this one. So that's what we got going.
Well, good luck, Propain. Y'all will see him again this Sunday, Dub Car Show. Make sure you get your tickets now. Propain, appreciate it, big one.
Man, appreciate y'all.